want someone to run this experiment. So here we are, at least in the early stages of it. Vitality going to be starting on the CT side. Big Clan are going to be on the T side. We're on Dust 2. It's Blast Premier, the second group. We start a whole other group coming up, but we're in the middle of it. So big welcome to every one of you. And look, 2 smokes for Cross, I'm assuming. And then just go. They have that one P250, which is their super weapon in this, to try and battle that USP.
But why is it not on somebody with Kevlar? I don't get why the guy with the nades keeps the P250.
I agree.
Just put it on the guy with Kevlar so you have a raid boss. I mean, if Searson hits headshots, of course I'm going to look like an idiot, but you know.
No, I still think the point stands anyway. But yeah, it can obviously work out. But you just have a little bit more security if it's on the Kevlar. Smokes are up, and timely grenade will only do a little bit. They're ready with the boost. This is super common. I'm sure they'll be checking for it, but you can still snipe in a headshot. RPK is going to be going down to the 1 Glock. Nicely done on Saibu taking down Keto. That actually could have been a quick double kill even for him, but just barely missed it. So a 4-on-4 bomb is going to be going down, and all the way down at long is Tizian, not with the P250. Searson is about to get caught out here. He's waiting for it. Oh, he does hit the shot, and now it's down to Shox. He gets a big double. Can't believe he even survived any of that. And now it's a 1-on-1. Again, Glock versus USP at range. You want the P250 down there, not the Glock at all. And he's just going to back on out. He's happy to try and play this game. He doesn't have a kit at the moment, so it'll be a long time. He's already tapped it once. And actually, Tizian is playing this one really, really smartly. Not giving in too much. And then 2 taps to the face, and Big Clan pick up the first round.
And still super soaked. Glad to see that Billion is still there creating content for Big. That's rad.
He's doing a bunch of different things.
What a baller.
And Big now, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, he's really matured.
Slowly
Really
been
cool
doing
to see.
that. Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. Awesome. Really happy to see. All right, cool. On the game, though, that's Big. Just clean.
They did a good job in that round. Now, Shox, though. It's just the MP9, but he's bringing it back and almost going to be able to get that kill as well on Tamsin, but it doesn't quite work out that way. The Centaurs, I think. So only Vera and Saibu left, and looks like Big may survive this round, although, I mean, it's real close to blowing up in their faces.
I guess it is the... there it is. Nice headshot from Searson. Recovers the AK. Debacle. But I expect Vitality to lose just because they're messing with their roster and they're in the lab, or whatever you want to call it, where they're trying things out with Nevera. I'm not sold on the idea. I think it weakens them as a team. So, you know, you're going to have this weak map, Dust 2, where I think Big do well. And then we'll get Overpass, and then we'll get Nuke. Right. And I think Vitality will be hunky-dory on both of those.
Well, let's agree on one thing at the very least. If this Nevera thing is going to be working out, it won't be like on day 1 or week 1, right? Like it's a long-term play no matter what. So, like, it has to be. So
I just want to see it when it comes to crunch time. When you're not in a winner match, you're in a loser match, back to the wall, right? Tournament life on the line kind of thing.
That's a good
still
test.
making that call or not?
That's
when we'll know. You know, it's like, are you making, like, do you believe in this system?
Yeah.
Or are you going to, you know, hey, Mr. Actually, you're just gonna stay in right now, dude. Like,
no, I mean, I think that's a super valid point. I hadn't even thought about that, but that's right. There could be some future moments where, you know, suddenly, if they break their own system, at least we're entitled to ask why, you know? What does that say about the team and who's feeling more confident and better and all the rest of it? I have another point, though, that I want to make, because you brought up complexity in that Nuke match yesterday, and I just... You know, sometimes we say bad things about Reddit on broadcast. It's like a thing. But
there's good people on Reddit. There's good people on both sides.
And I thought that's so dangerous. But I thought, I actually thought that that Reddit was handling things really well with that whole miscommunication on Nuke. Like I wasn't seeing people going crazy at Rush, and I think Pimp was helping out. He was saying right away, essentially, that you know that. That can happen. Like it's just team communication, and you know, every once in a while you get it wrong. And it looked like people were handling all of that as adults, and I just thought that was great because sometimes you do have this lynch mob, you know, mentality of like,
the echo chamber.
Why is he so stupid, and why didn't he get it right? It's like that's not really the way to approach that kind of thing. So I just thought that was great. I appreciate that. That's third round. Yeah, it's nice. Like
gives you hope.
Let's not make the I'm sure Rush already feels terrible when it in the moment when it happens. It doesn't help him anything to then be bombarded by people on Twitter being angry or on Reddit or wherever. So yeah.
Listen, I mean, Complexity are not going to be happy about anything last night. They should have won Nuke. They know they should have won Nuke.
Yeah, but I mean,
and then for Vertigo to slip through their fingers as well.
I think all of those things are true, but if you look at it in a slightly different light, that they just added JKS and almost took down Vitality, then then they should probably feel pretty good.
But you're right, actually, Andrews, because I mean, we were thinking about this, right? Where that was a complexity. Sure, they've got the honeymoon, they've got JKS. They almost took down Vitality, but then that was also a weakened Vitality. Because again, Vitality here messing around with Nevera, where they basically
could
right?
be, yeah.
So you
might
had
the full win that you want.
Exactly, you had a Vitality on easy mode, or easier mode, right? And you still didn't manage to take him down. But then again, of course, JKS, you're right to mention him. There's that whole honeymoon period, but also you're still figuring things out with him.
I think you
can understand the Aussie accent. It's tough. You got 2 Danes and an Australian on that team. I don't know how Rush does it.
That is, yeah. Just listen. Get them all to school. Have them all, you know, speaking some version of English at some point. You know, make it work. Tizian and RPK traded out at long. So both of them down and out of the round. 20 seconds, and I'm real nervous for Big here. This is not a lot of time, I think. I mean, you can obviously make it to the bomb site. That's not my argument. But anything goes wrong here, and you're not going to have a chance to recover. Saibu casually turning around and taking down Centaurus, and actually keeps going. 8 seconds on the clock, and they are going to get the bomb plant. I think Saibu thought he could, you know, just run up there and stop the bomb from being planted entirely, which, fair play, if he'd got the kill, he probably would have. Still a 2-on-2. Nevera and Shox are alive, and yeah, he's judging out for an AK instead. I can definitely appreciate that. See if he's going to be able to do anything here. Shox is rotating all the way out long, and he's got the kit as well. So if he dies long, Nevera is done.
If either one of these guys dies in the next 2 seconds, it's done. I mean, that bomb, it's ticked down so far now. Shoxy has to run, and he gets in on Keto fairly quickly. Searson with the AWP. What? A shot from Shoxy.
Still might not be time.
Yeah. Oh, that's
wow.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Still hits both shots, Shoxy. All right, so it's worth mentioning that Shoxy yesterday, he was fragging pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, he had some big rounds for Team Vitality against Complexity. It was a joy to see. I'm a big Shoxy fan, and whenever Shoxy's popping off, you know, I'm grinning ear to ear.
I think he won like 3 or 4 1v1s against JKS on, like, almost on Vertigo alone. That fair play was on the other side, JKS in 1 versus 3s and 4s that he almost won, so... You know, but Shox definitely was being annoying.
Didn't JKS have 2 quad kills near aces?
Yes, he did, yeah.
That's when it just gets so close, and yet it doesn't work out. Oh, I like that. Smoke in the middle to cover the guy trying to make the pit. There's a little bit of pressure. Apex gets a punish on Searson, even saves that AWP. Triple AWP on Vitality.
Just lacking 2 more, and we're good to go. Oh! Nevera, though, wanted to maybe make that work. Oh, that's a shot from Apex. That's blind. He gets another one for the smoke. Oh, my God. We're going to need to see that from his point of view. This was a lost round. I can almost guarantee it. If Shox goes down in that position, there's no one that can help out at the bomb site. And suddenly, Apex picking up 2 huge kills through the smoke and adding a 3rd one onto that as well over from long. That is really wild. Picked up FAMASA in the meantime, and Centaur is stuck in there. Cyber will take him down, and Vitality finally getting the round that they maybe should have had in the last one here. That is crazy.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see Apex's perspective.
I wonder if they were jumping maybe as like a slight chance here, but nope, that one's just blind. And that...
Just pulls the trigger, and he does it again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't even move. What a god.
Well, when Lady Luck smiles, wonderful things happen.
Listen, I think that was wonderful. He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to, you know, let Jesus take the wheel.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, man. Tizian is already down. And, yeah, big because of the last round where they did win it, but no one survived on the side. That cost them a lot of money. So here we are with pistols. And for Vitality, it's obviously all about just keeping the economy alive. And they will do that just fine. So, 4-2. Economy looking much better on the CT side.
Do you think Apex would be one of those guys who he says, you know, if you said, "Oh, you got lucky," he'd be like, "I create my own luck."
The thing is, I feel like out of many of them, Apex hasn't inherited like quite enough of that French arrogance. I wish that that would be great if he did that. I would love it even more. But
it's interesting.
But he's
you
such
would
a
think an
humble
entry fragger would be a bit more in your face, right? Because you gotta have confidence to get in there. This was an anti-eco, guys. That's why we're going off on a tangent. Hard eco from Big. They get annihilated. Vitality. That very quick round, thankfully. But it's a 3-4. Big in the lead on the T side.
But yeah, his personality doesn't really fit the role that he's playing. You're right. Not in that sense.
Apex has always just been super humble, super low key.
Yeah.
Super cool. Like just friendliest guy in CS. It's crazy.
Well, next time we have a tactical time or a tech timeout, I have a story about Apex.
Yeah?
That
Okay.
I like. May have said it once or twice before, but I'm sure there are viewers that haven't heard. So
This is like Dad Anders at the Thanksgiving table.
it is.
You tell this story every year.
Exactly right. Because, you know, it's much worse when you forget yourself. You know, just going off.
We're not that old yet, Anders.
Let's see. A little bit
Terrace.
of, yeah, Tabson also going down, and looks like RPK is going to be falling at long, so definite trouble here. Apex taking out Keto. So a 3-on-3, still over a minute left, so everything should be just fine, but we'll see if they can find a way big to get back in it. They've already caused some economic damage. There's a lot of money on Vitality, so if they could get even just another kill, especially maybe on Cyber and get that AWP away, that would be huge. And obviously winning the round is the real goal.
And well, Tijan opens it up. That is such excellent teamwork. Super clean from Big. They peek the angle together. Even if the AWP was there, you trade 1 for 1, and you get control of long. Smoke wall goes down, and now it's all on Zaiwu, who's got 1 HP. He's got to die. Yep. Not a chance for him. And it's all on Nivera, the young blood. And well, I mean, it's a tall order. As the smoke's clear now, he's got to worry about multiple angles trying to move up onto this site. And it's looking like he is going to back off. And unfortunately for him, he cannot get that AWP as Zaiwu died on Catwalk. So toast for him. We'll see if he can actually survive it.
Yeah, indeed. I don't mind that he backed off. I think if you ever wanted to win a 1 versus 3 like that, the interval between your first and second kill has to be really almost instant. You have to make it from a 1-on-3 into a 1-on-1 very, very fast. Oh, and speaking about not saving the AWP, he actually finds a way. That's creative and a little bit bold, but it works out just fine. He'll pick up that one, 1 to 2, and sorry, 2 people left on big is what I was trying to say. 9th round is coming up. That was the first kill from Nivera as well, if I'm counting that right. So maybe a little bit of a slow start. He was playing fine on, I think he was top fragging on this map last time. A little bit slow out the gate this time around, and we shall see. Timeout being called by the T side. A chance to discuss exactly how to proceed in this. But yeah, that last round, I don't know, that could have been much, much closer. See how it plays out now. Is he going to keep the AWP or throw it over to the side?
Yeah.
Passing it along.
Give it over. You think,
Oh,
well, yeah, he's got, I guess, when you got money enough, just go ahead. Pick up one of your own. Go ham. I mean, we've seen quite a bit of aggression. We saw that yesterday from Nivera. He was trying to make plays versus complexity, which was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And it's looking like he's trying to do more of the same here. We've seen a couple of pushes into upper dark for him so far on that B defense. So, you know, with an AWP in hand, why not? See if you can get in there and catch Big off guard. Flash into mid, a little bit of deeper information there. Keto clearing things out.
Pretty standard setup here for Big. I mean, this is just a way to make sure that the CTs aren't pushing anywhere. You get that mid control. Like, this is just completely standard stuff. And they have so much time to figure out exactly where they want to go from here. Don't know if they saw anyone down middle, but I mean, apart from just preventing the CTs from doing aggressive pushes, normally you'd also want to find out a little bit about where they're standing around. I'm sure they could hear RPK jumping and running back and forth, so that's at least one player they know something about. But the more intel they can get from across the map, the better they will be at hopefully coming up with a decent plan at the end of it. 55 seconds. I'm going to be smoking CT spawn and waiting for a reaction, which they're not getting any kind, no counter grenades, nothing really going on. Nobody even moving across the map. So Vitality standing still at the moment. I think another attempt here at putting a little bit of pressure on them. 35 seconds. Now they have spent a lot of time looking for a Vitality reaction, and they've got none. That's kind of annoying. Like, I bet they wish that they could have had someone peek in somewhere as they were throwing these grenades out. And that hasn't really happened. So out the middle, but the bomb is on Catwalk, so this just all looks like a distraction. Keto, he's being sacrificed for the eventual A push. Saibu, though, will pick off one, and there's only 15 seconds. Nivera with a kill on Keto. So now, oh, he almost shot his teammate. A little bit too tuned up at the moment. It's Saibu, 9 seconds. He's got to pick off one kill there, and Searson Low on health, but Centaurus is going to be the one planting the bomb. Oh, and he's been spotted, and that should be the round. Nivira just has to stay out of the scope of Season. That is so close, and
oh, he survives with 10 HP.
Dear Lord, that is close. All right.
I like how, well, you know what? I can't actually make fun of that. Because Big look like they're playing out of a basement, but you and I are literally casting out of a basement. So we're all basement dwellers in the end. Like, recognize like, I guess. I don't know.
That's, yeah, well, nothing wrong. No, we've assumed the role of the basement dwellers. It's great.
Indeed,
got a good life down here.
Yeah, can't complain. Isolated. But it is still Big Clan, 5 rounds on the board T side. Vitality trailing by 4 rounds, but it's looking like they're going to tie things up unless Searson can make some magic happen with his AWP. I like it. The bait.
Yeah, a run boosted bait.
Yeah, I like it. Peek together. Why don't they peek together? Shoot. I thought that was the plan. Like, get him on right side, and so they peek together, and that creates the opening. But Nivera is just going to kill Searson outright.
Yeah, that would have made sense, wouldn't it? Well, they recover the AWP at least, so they have another chance.
You got to do a Henry. Another bite at the apple, Anders.
I miss Henry.
I have a terrible
already.
British accent.
Yeah, well.
We'll see him soon.
Yeah, we will.
Actually, we'll see him in a week. Pretty much.
That does make me happy.
Hell yeah. I can't wait.
Ooh. Apex going down. Saru just almost, pre-aiming that. You know what? Someone's going to jump down here.
Doesn't it look like that?
Yeah.
It looks like he's just waiting. He knows exactly what's going to happen. Like, the guy's going to land there.
Like, I've already triangulated the path. I know exactly where the destination is. Yeah, he's going to continue. No problems. Missed shot. I don't think it matters really. He's got the backup in shocks here, and yeah, he's already been spotted out. So Keto not going to take anyone with him. And that will be a 5th round for Vitality. I think they are well on the way to making a nice recovery. And it's not, I mean, again, it's shocks and snipe with that combination. When they're playing well, you are going to be having a good game.
Shoxy is the X factor, though. I feel, for Vitality.
Yeah,
it feels
probably.
like he's always been the X factor for Vitality. And at the beginning, I don't know, where it's like Shoxy always tends to get into that leadership role, and then he's taking out of that fragging role. But as I understand it now, Apex is calling the shots, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they, because in the past they would sometimes, they'd have shocks call like one tap or like, a couple of few things. I think he used to call pistol rounds on some maps and stuff like that. But yeah, I agree. Maybe the less pressure you put on shocks with those kind of things, I'm sure the more output you'll get in other areas. So
it feels like yesterday we saw a great Shoxy.
Yeah,
he was hitting shots, he was clutching, he looked fantastic in the pistols. So I mean,
this is actually really scary. These two people in the B-bomb side are in trouble. Side we're going to be going down. RPK with the kill in the middle, and Shox handling himself so well. Nice triple. That was a situation that could have easily spiraled out of control, and they handled themselves quite well. 6-5. But yeah, I agree. Yesterday, Shox, you know what was so hard to believe? I still feel like many people, will maybe might have a hard time envisioning some of this, but
sure,
it's still not even peak Shox. Like,
no,
that's what's so ridiculous,
But man, can you ever go back to like 2014 Shox or 2013 Shox?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a tall ask, isn't it?
It's definitely hard. Like, playing that well requires. I mean, look at Simple how much he puts into staying that good. The upkeep on that kind of style is immense.
Yeah. That's why there's only a few guys who are capable of it.
Yeah. But yeah, even yesterday, Shox would be scary enough to be playing against. All right, messing that up, and now interrupted. You had your chance.
You had your chance, and they got fed up with it, waiting around. Oh, this timing on the HE though. It's hard to get better than that.
So devastating. And look at how much it helps out with the spray as well. It suddenly means, instead of having the 4 bullets to kill someone, they could just do it in a little bit less, and it's going to be really great. Cyber with an easy frag there. Centaurus creeping in. I'm guessing he was ducking like that to try and avoid someone standing further back, and when he's further up, then he's obviously just going to get killed immediately, so that's the risk you take.
He's so brutally fast. He's just so fast. That flick looked instant. It just looked like a computer just tracking. Click. And there's Nivera. Eventually gets that jiggle peek from Keto. So 7 rounds on the board now for Vitality, 4 of those in a row.
Yeah, so
Maybe
7 out of the last 8, basically.
You know, this is like the counter curse where I said, you know, I think they're going to get smashed on this map. Yeah, maybe it's the counter caster curse that's coming through here.
It could, yeah, it could well be that that's what we're dealing with. I think maybe it's just Saiwu. He's feeling it.
I mean, yeah, that's.
But you're right. He's quick, but there is just also the confidence in himself. You know, you don't see him falling back from a lot of fights and saying, "Oh, I'll play it safe and maybe I should he's just going for it." And that's also just hard to deal with. Looks like we have a B rush with the Tech-9 and some other stuff going in. Could work if they get the first kill on the guy in the corner. Then I think you're set up for something. Then the AWP will be alone. So that first M4 or AK on Shox, that is the real test. And Nivira already gained the 1 kill. That's going to make it so much easier. Shox, 2 kills is plenty enough to make that all work. And Nivira coming up with a nice little triple of his own. But even the fact that they got the first kill, just that immediately. Sometimes you have to bring back the old games.
But you know, Vitality. I mean, I don't know. Complexity. It feels if you measure it up, obviously it's just gut. But it's just I think at Complexity, I feel like there's just heavy hitters on that team. I don't know if Vitality are gonna give the same respect to Big.
No, maybe not. Or at least for now, they seem really confident. So
Saiwu isn't, at least.
No, but I don't think he cares about whoever's on the other side. I don't think he really bothers that much. It's like the only thing maybe is, if it's simple, maybe he's like, all right. Everyone else. I don't know, I'm just putting words into his mouth here, guys. Nivira, a little bit of a shot through the door to hit Tabson. That is going to be annoying. Ooh, but they go for a check on Apex, not quite in time. That's pretty fortunate. I think actually there was a friendly flash that helped out with the kill on Keto. So that's a bit unfortunate for Big. 55 seconds, and it's a 3-on-4. Again, they're up on the catwalk. That seems to be something they want to do a lot. I'm not sure it's really working. Centara's trying to be the playmaker here, and I think that's a really good idea. You have to try something, and he's going to get the kill. Nivira missing the shot in the smoke. So now it's a 2-on-3, and Centara's has got the bomb site. Great play out of him. That's what you need in a round like that. Oh, Shox goes down. Haven't been calling Centara's name too much.
No, he's been pretty quiet so far this series. 2 kills for him this round. I mean, he's been pretty quiet. I mean, well, to be fair, they're all sitting at 7. You've only got Tabson, who's got 10 frags. Otherwise, they're all sitting at 7 frags over on Big side.
Yeah.
But this is the end of the streak. That's the important thing here, is that Vitality, they managed to pick up 5 rounds in a row, Anders, and that's it. They got on fire, and they burnt out.
Happens, doesn't it? Even to the best of us.
Burnt baguette.
Yeah. Well,
nobody likes that. That's
unless
a good way to ruin your morning.
Unless you're barbecuing, then it's part of the experience, isn't it? Can you barbecue a baguette?
Sure you can.
All right.
I mean, you would have to get creative. Very creative.
Pay close attention. I've never tried that, but something French that I've always wanted to try is the like the raclette they have, like the cheese.
Ooh, yeah, buddy. But that's for the winter, right? When it's nice and cold outside.
Listen, I don't care what time of year it is. I'm that kind of cheese.
You're that kind of, you're a cheese any time of the day kind of guy.
Yeah, it's actually a passion that Bardolph and I share.
Yeah. But Bardolph has got good taste, man. He is a true gentleman.
I know. It's remarkable. He needs to, like, I don't know.
He's the kind of guy that when he makes his tea, even if he's alone, I imagine him using the sugar pince, you know, the pincer for the sugars, right? Tweezers.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't grab that by hand. That would be uncouth.
They should do like a documentary, like One Day in the Life of Bardolph or something like that. I think that would.
I'd watch.
Be interesting.
And you gotta get through you know, through the gates into Bardistan first, though.
Listen, I think it could work.
Gotta get through the border control, and he's got a pretty high wall over there.
I'm sure, but you know, we'll talk him into it one of these days. We'll make it work.
Gotta protect all those watches.
The watches, the drones, the cheese, the honey. Honey's the latest things he's into. He's got many interests. But enough about Bardolph. 15th round. Again, setting up for some sort of catwalk execute here, which I feel like they've been way more successful in B. Maybe I'm just making it up, but I feel like the B bomb site's been where they've had more success, and I feel like they keep sort of trying to pressure this catwalk point a little bit. They were waiting around this time, obviously, for Saiwu, I'm assuming, to show up, and he never did. So I still think that's okay. That's not such a bad use of time, but they just didn't get what they wanted. So now, what's the plan here? They can't just keep running out of time. Again, they've had a bunch of rounds that are really, really low on time because they're waiting for these battles that they're not getting from Vitality. Look at us pushing out long. It's RPK walking up right behind, and that is annoying. He's going to get that one huge double. Oh, and he's just going to continue. What a machine. He's just picking them up left and right. He was completely unfazed by the fact that they were just coming at it from multiple angles. And look at the quad kill. Watermelon in general. I think raspberries are where it's at.
Raspberries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Raspberries, I can get behind you on that one, dude.
Well,
you know, I'm going to be blowing a raspberry in just a second. Zywoo.
What I love more than raspberries are headshots.
There we go.
See if we can get some of those. Searson's here. They need this round. Run boost. He got so much speed behind that, but it doesn't even matter. Oh, and Keto with a good lineup, and he's going to take down Cyber. What a well-played round. I think all of those were headshots. Big, not even allowing Vitality to step a foot into that round. That was great.
That was brutal. Definitely not the pistol round that Vitality were waiting for. And maybe less chatty, more shooty from Vitality. There was definitely, they kind of let their focus drift a little bit during that downtime in the break.
Yeah, I still appreciate the run boost. I think those are always fun. And again, I do think most of the time of these pistol rounds is being slight coin flips. I don't know. There's a movement to get them removed entirely, which I don't know. Too early for me to say, but I do think they are a little bit like a coin flip half the time, these pistol rounds. So, yeah. This time it did not work out for Vitality. They've picked up 3 Deagles, a Tech 9, and a Scout. And now I'm sure they are hoping for a mistake from Big. They would, I mean, they're sort of waiting in all the common positions for someone to walk forward. It doesn't look like they're going to get any of that.
Get nothing.
Well, eventually they're going to come and try and take it, aren't they? So Big was waiting. I mean, Big was really spending a lot of time on their CT side, or sorry, on their T side, waiting for a reaction from Vitality. Very often so much so that when they actually went for a bomb site, it was sort of all or nothing. They really had to win all the fights to make it work. So hoping Vitality don't leave it quite that late, because that is risky. And they're already going.
Once again, able to drop down. Oh, Searson hitting all the shots, though. Double headshot with the Scout. Opens it up for his teammates to press forward. A lot of damage getting dealt out for RPK on the flank. Takes down Tizian, and RPK takes Tabson as well. Man advantage now for Vitality.
I don't think Tizian was able to call out that he was getting shot at the back because he was flashed at the same time, so that's why RPK could get that second kill as well. That is incredible, because that made such a difference. Now surely they must know Apex going to get that 1 kill, and now M4 on Keto. He's trying for the headshot. He's going to be able to take down RPK, and what a spin! Turning around. Full 180 to drop Apex, and they barely win that round.
Wow, that was a sick clutch. There we go. That's exactly the amount of respect you show. But, dude, it feels good, man. When you hit that headshot on the guy camping pit, I mean, you know you've got the round at that point. Yeah. You got it in the bag, because that's the hard one. The other one is just going to be on the site. But as soon as he gets this kill right here, that's wild. That he takes on RPK like that.
The timing is unbelievable.
Monster. And you can see clear frustration on the behalf of Vitality. I mean, that's definitely working against them. And so we will have the AWP in the hands of Searson. Now it is going to be the force buy coming in here from Vitality. That was a bit too close for comfort for them, so they really want to try and continue to take the fight to Big. Do not let Big establish a bank. But Big are 1 round away from tying it up. 9-8, Vitality in the lead on the T side. Big Clan, 3 players clearing out short. But with that flash on long, I think they want to. They're getting the sense that this is going to be on the other side of A.
Instant headshot. I can't believe it was that quick. He'll get another one. It's the AK that's in play right now for Cyber. He just did that almost instantaneously. Apex also with a headshot of his own with a Scout. Tabson fighting back. Great grenade and a great follow-up M4 kill. And suddenly it was a 2-on-3 into a 1-on-2. Apex now alone, but they actually had a pretty big advantage there, Vitality, for at least a couple of seconds. So Big looking to see if they can bring this one back. If this round is still worth it for Vitality, no matter what. They got the bomb plant, they've got 3 kills. That's still so much pressure and damage, but they couldn't quite win it.
Done and dusted. Where did the op? die.
Was there an open?
There we go. Taps.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first kill side we got, I guess. Fair play.
Yeah, it didn't look like Searson was able to get much out of it. But as you save the op, you get an AK. And Big Clan now tied up 9-9, letting that corpse know who's boss. And well, now, I mean, they're setting themselves up for success in the second half. They could very well run away with this. CT side Dust 2 has a way of just chaining together. If one thing goes right, you can keep that momentum moving your way. It's very hard to break. The same way that if nothing is working for you on the CT side of Dust 2, it feels like it's an impossible game and you just want to uninstall. So right now it's looking good for Big, at least. Yeah,
but they are right on the edge. I mean, the fact that they keep almost losing those rounds and losing a bunch of players in the mix, I think that's why Vitality are just keeping the pressure up here. Keep buying, keep getting kills. And that's a solid strategy as long as you remember to call it off when you stop doing the damage, right? If you get three kills or more per round, then probably in this economy, and especially if you get bomb plants, it's worth it to just keep going. But if suddenly it's just one kill and you still keep doing it and you can't quite make a real buy happen, I would say it's a bit questionable, really. 19th round. And we do have some smokes and some flashbangs. And they're seeing if they can make it out long. Down in pit waiting is Tizian. And he's got some backup over there at long as well in Citizen, I think. But he's going to go down before he can even touch the radio and call for help. So that's at least helpful that Shocks went down as well. I think Centara's won that fight. Citizen's going to go for the shot, but Cyber was really quick to respond. Now a 2-on-3. About 40 seconds left in Apex. That's a huge kill. I mean, dangerous as well for Apex to jump up on the ledge like that.
Tough one for Searson, though. Just oversteps it ever so slightly. And now Keto has an opportunity here before they figure out where he is. Ah, he had to hit that headshot. If he gets that instant headshot, he can focus on RPK. Now he should be getting peeked. If they peek at all, they peek together and he dies. And he's realizing that, and he's deciding to back off and save the AK for the next round, which I think is the correct call. There's no way you're taking that over.
No, and with the money that they have, again, because of that pressure from earlier,
yeah,
that AK is going to be
even more so, you're right.
Super valuable. All right. 10-9. Big, probably, I don't know if they would want to force. I would consider that a huge risk. Tabson and Searson are going to be the only ones that can sort of maybe, like some FAMASs plus the AK, but I just don't think it's worth it. Tough call to make. I can understand why they would want to, maybe they want to try and put on some pressure to Vitality again, but I mean, right now it seems like the French are the one that are really taking control of the game. Wow, they are going to buy into the round.
Just don't stop. I don't think either of these teams has ecoed yet. They just keep buying. They just keep going. No pressure. No release of pressure here. They just want to keep it, ratchet it up. Whoever's going to start chaining rounds together is going to get nasty. That's Big at the start, but now it's Vitality. Nice flash to force Apex off the corner. And the little details, Anders. I think that you think that Apex is going to make it away, but no. Perfect HE to hunt them down.
And that was being thrown while the sort of the primary guy around the corner was actually taking the fight. So I think they were going to throw that grenade no matter what. Might as well just queue it up. Not bad at all.
That was sick.
Apex going down will secure them another rifle, so they could definitely need it. Right, so they have a lot of time to make up their minds about what they want to do, but sometimes when you lose a guy early on in a fight like this, when you know you've economically reset the other team, or at least you think you have, sometimes teams just completely slow down so much that it actually becomes a problem. So I hope Vitality aren't going to fall for that. Oh. He saw the shadow, but just a weird little timing on that peak for Nivera will be quite enough to bring down Tizian. And now they're going to go up long, and they're not going to be slow about it. I like this from Vitality. We do see even top teams sometimes mind game themselves into playing so slowly in rounds like these that it becomes a bit of an issue. Double HE, one of them already used right there. Shocks will get a headshot in the meantime. And Centaurus has the other one, but it looks like there will be a bomb plant here. 25 seconds less. Nivira going to get another kill, taking down Tabson, and now 2 versus 4. Good position. Just Keto alone is a great spray down. Almost could have continued it, but there was a lot of people on the other side of that smoke. And now they surely will eco.
Perhaps.
I mean, this would.
It would be crazy if you go for an eco. If you go for a force now. at some point you gotta tap out, and Vitality have now put you into that box.
They really definitely should not be going for it.
Okay, tactical timeout called by Big Clan now.
All right, interesting.
Good stuff, Shoxy. Stay hydrated. Everybody at home, hope you're drinking your water.
That is important, people say, for good reason.
For good reason. Yeah.
I was just teasing slightly earlier a story about Apex.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember this is back in like 2014 or something. We were playing down in Cologne, and Apex had a really terrible map in a best of 3. You know, just heavily underperforming. And the whole team obviously goes outside. They end up losing that map, and they all go outside. And Apex just goes, you know, talks a little bit with the team, and then he goes off on his own and basically says, like, you know, I know that I screwed this up, and I need to sort of mentally refocus. And he came back and played the next map really well. So, like, it was like, you know, taking essentially responsibility for the fact that a lot of that loss was on me. I need to deal with that and get myself back in the game. I thought that's a great mentality. So
he's always had that mentality of the winner. I think it always helps that they've had he's played under Nyak as well.
Yeah, and like had that early professionalism in there.
Yeah, you get that sort of exactly that professionalism in there. It makes all the difference. Oh, that's why it's always blown my mind that the French team just disintegrates. But Vitality so far looking good. And there's Shoxy. That's the MAC-10 in play. Takes down Searson. Bonus money in the pocket. Near kill on RPK. That was a close one. But we will get a 12th round on the board for Team Vitality now. T side looking very good. 9 rounds for Big Clan. And after that, oh man, kick in the pants sort of scenario. Another round of pistols for them.
That's why that force up earlier is so tough. Because otherwise, they definitely would have had a full buy round, and they nearly could have had one here. That's actually really hard to deal with. On the other hand, if the audience will allow it, maybe I'll return some of the criticism we were having of many other teams throughout the first couple of days here at Blast Premier, which is playing CC side and not really putting that much pressure on the Ts and where they can set up. We haven't really seen too much pressure coming in from Big in terms of. And it can really be not that much. It could be flashing your way in to look at Catwalk every once in a while, you know, set up for like a pop flash, go check. Even if no one's there, likely they'll hear it, they'll know that you looked, you have to go, like, probably have to go back and clear it out yourself. Like, right. It's just small things. But as far as I can tell, Big are doing none of that at the moment. I think, well, they've been aggressive out long, like all the way down the doors when they had a Deagle there. That's like the most forward I think they've been so far. Haven't seen anything else. I mean, if you want to take it even further, rush into lower dark from middle. I mean, sometimes you can do that, and you can get away with a kill. And doing that once means from that round on, Vitality have to respect the fact that they have to pay more attention to where you are. Right now, Vitality, no, they're not going to come. We can just set up, and it's fine. Don't give them that luxury.
They're taking full advantage as well. Full smoke wall through the CT spawn now, cutting this map in half as far as Big Clan are concerned. And Big Clan's reaction to this, pushing to upper dark.
I like
Confirm. Is this going to be B? Is this going to be A? And it's looking like with, I mean, the further Keto gets along here, the more information he gains, the clearer it becomes that this is in fact going to be an A hit. And yeah, he's been spotted. Vitality know the game is up and they have to get going.
Oh, they're going to back. They're worried that there's a huge stack that you know, the information means there's a big one, but there's only 15 seconds. Make a call right now and just go for it. This shuffling back and forth is absolute death. Apex and Shox and Nivira each getting a kill, 8 seconds, and they're going to go for the bomb plant. They managed to pull themselves out, but you can tell there was a minute there, and they obviously think when they get spotted that, oh dear, if they knew, maybe 4 of them are at A and we shouldn't go there. Yeah. So they start to fall back, and then they, you know, reverse that because they look at the time and think, well, but maybe not. And I can understand why, but making a clean call in that moment, like just no hesitation, that is absolute key. So they just barely saved themselves there.
You must commit, Anders.
Yes.
As soon as the call is made, you just got to go.
I've been trying to make this a popular Counter-Strike type saying. I don't know. I'm sure someone else has thought of this. Someone smarter than me. But, you know, I think full commitment to a slightly worse plan is better than doubting the best plan, basically.
Sure.
So I think that that's so evident in Counter-Strike. If you watch enough games, you could really start to see it. That even if you thought, you know, that you have an amazing plan in mind, it's like, yeah, but if you execute it with only sort of 80% confidence, that is not going to be nearly as good as just, you know, doing something in the moment and everyone focusing on that and being all on board with it. Takes time as a team though to build that kind of respect, and to, you know, gotta have respect in your leader as well. You gotta make sure that everyone knows that if that's the call, that's what we're doing. 23rd round, and it's a 13-9 scoreline. RBK, that's an important kill. Only one guy defending the bomb side, and Nivira's coming in. Actually, RBK just takes care of it. He was low on health from the first fight, and he still managed to do it. Again, RBK is just such a character. He keeps getting these rounds where he's getting unlikely headshots, and even if he's low on health, but again, it's not super flashy, but he just does it, you know, round for round, another double kill, another, like, he's so consistent.
Exactly. That's like his job. It's in the contract. You're not going to take over anymore, RPK, but you are going to deliver like a frag around. And that's what we've been saying since the beginning with RPK, where it's just like, if an in-game leader can count on you to get a frag around, he'll take you every day of the week. Yeah. He can have that superstar who sometimes is just going to take over a map, but if he can count on you and he can rely on you, he can build a strategy where he knows you're consistently going to get a frag. Yeah, in-game leader's going to love that. So that's why
you take that every time.
Take that every time. The consistency is key. And RPK, I mean, he
actually got that.
Solid. He got that kill.
That's so ridiculous. All right. 14-9. He was just getting a bit too curious. Just peeking out, saying, "Hi guys." That's smart. That's RPK smile.
Yeah. That chuckle from him.
Yeah.
He knows he got him. Ooh, nicely done there by Zyru.
That's got to be annoying. They are at the end of the rope here. Big, nice headshot to take down Searson, and they don't have any head armor at all. They are in deep trouble right now, Big. If they lose this round, yeah, they're gonna have the round loss bonus to work with, but that is not gonna be quite enough. So I actually think they have to win it. And Shox is stealing that AWP, isn't he? He's making sure that they cannot go and pick it up. I think he's running it back. Now he's back to pick up the AK. It's petty, isn't it?
It's clever. I like it.
Clever as well, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's just attention to detail. We got time. And that's going to bait Tabson in. Now we're getting the push from Xantares because, again, they've been very aggressive in upper halls. But Team Vitality have just been focusing on short this entire time. And
Shox is essentially saying to Tabson that there is an AK here for you if you want. But in my hand. So.
You're not going to like it.
They're already backing off. And imagine that. Imagine you have to essentially give up on a round that will put the other team into the map point.
Dude, Vitality are looking fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not really... It's just a very strong focus on catwalk, but it's working for them. Clearly, they've identified the weak spot in the big defense, and they just keep exploiting it round after round. Xantares finds Shoxy, so he gets revenge for his fallen teammate.
Yeah. And, I mean, Searson was actually trying to be forward this time, although he was also alone in doing that. Apex going to find one right there. It's not like they were... you know, he wasn't being boosted up to look into lower. There's a lot of things missing in that sense. Another rifle taken away. Even if they lose every single member of their team here, Vitality hunting down the remaining members, it'll be worth it. It's absolutely fine, because they have so much money. In fact, they should be buying a lot of AWP. Shoot down the middle. Let's go.
Yeah, just do it.
Auto snipers and everything.
Just do it.
Buy an M249 or whatever it is. Just get it all out there.
obviously, Anders, this is not matchmaking.
But it could be.
It could be.
They were,
you could use matchmaking tactics.
if they would just, you know, entertain us.
But that would just be the most ballsy, you know, disrespect, right?
I know. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for.
Ooh. Interesting. Zywu does not get a kill there. That was full focus mid right there for Big Clan. 3 players, but now they're going to rotate off. 2 players back over towards B. It's 15-9 map point for Vitality on the T side, looking very good. And well, now we will get Big Clan just spreading back out again. All across the map. Defense going to reestablish itself. They're going to get that boost up on a catwalk, and they're going to start maneuvering.
See, they don't know that Keto is there at the moment. They're going to throw a Molotov anyway, which I'm assuming someone will, put out. No, he's going to back on out of there, saving the smoke. He did have one, but I can respect that. The smoke obviously gives away the fact that he is there. I'm sure they'll still check it once again. That's nearly a kill. Now Keto's going to get one. So now they definitely know, and he's ready for a nice flick to take down Nivira. There's some great plays coming out. We've seen some really great couple of highlights out of Keto so far in this match, so they desperately need that at the moment. 5 versus 3, 50 seconds. Big should not be letting go of this round under any circumstances. Now it makes so much sense to play passively. Now you can absolutely defend doing that. But now they're not.
No, it's not happening. I mean, Zai was still alive, dude. And so long as Zai was still here, and you still got RPK, Mr. Reliable. So, let's see. RPK, straight down, hits the headshot, gets traded, but that creates the opening. Now there's a man alone here on this B site. Apex charging the doors.
Flash coming through.
Zai was going to get in here, and unfortunately for them, they have no idea where. Oh, Zai, whoa! Hits the headshot.
I need to see that kill. Apex going to be taken down, but outside with 1 versus 2. They're coming in through the door already. A nice shot from Tabson. No fear at all in that one.
Keeps the pressure.
Yep, definitely does. That's going to be another round of the piece. They needed that to stay alive. They need another 5 in a row after that. But I'd really like to see how did he just walk in the door? I mean, it seemed like he was there so quick.
Yeah.
From having thrown the initial flashbang, I think, for Apex.
That was 6 rounds in a row for Vitality, though. 3 rounds at the beginning for Big. Yeah.
All right. He just walked bold.
Just went bold.
Good
All
timing. Well, 26th round, and we'll see. Can Big keep the dream alive and get it into overtime? I actually think if they get it into overtime, it'll be very interesting because I'm sure Vitality will feel a lot of frustration if that happens. They must be thinking this is a done deal. We're on to the next map. Timing not at all with Nivira there. I don't know. It looked like he had plenty of time to see that someone was there. Interesting.
Looks can be deceiving.
I guess so. Oh, down on the man early on, spotting a couple of people in the middle, and yeah, Tabson, that's not what you want.
I think it's just that the level now is becoming so high that the angle of your peak is just so important because that fraction of a second. Because Nivera, because he's peeking, you know, right to left.
Yeah.
He's going to see, even if he gets out there, he's going to see Keto later than Keto will see him. And that fraction of a second now is just, it's a lifetime. It's too much of an advantage at the pro level. These guys just can't, you can't do it, right? Or it's very, very hard. You need to catch them sleeping. And so that's probably what happened there. But Vitality are going to be able to work their way up onto that A site. Bomb is planted. RPK waiting for the flank. Going to get it. No problem at all. And has no idea that he is open right now. But that sets it up for Apex.
Yeah, but this is a huge problem because Keto, he's worried about getting shot in the back, and for good reason. So the fact that RPK gets that kill means one of the players trying to retake now has to worry about his own flank in the meantime. And the bomb is just ticking away. Cyber could have been killed already. I don't know. They must have seen him. He's going to get a shot anyway, taking down Sirson, who had no head armor. And now Keto, some desperate jump shots. I don't think this is going to work out at all. And he misses the last chance that he had. I think it's definitely done here. Vitality are going to get a 16th round. There's nothing that Keto could do about it. 16-10.